okay, I'm sharing a new thing.
Oh,
Actually, right, I'm not the oldest child. Yeah.
wait. What do you mean? Wait, you say your mom's a housewife, but she's a PI.
She is a PI.
She's a PI.
She damn good, you know.
Hey, tell me. So like
She
they,
suddenly can appear in the arcade, right? Then she's like, I caught you.
I remember her looking at my vice principal and saying, if you're not going to do anything about this, my daughter is not going to take PSLE next year. And if MOE asks me why, I'll tell them because this school is useless.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Hot Pot where we hop into different transitions in life. I'm Nic.
I'm Joie.
I'm Q, and to all moms watching,
Happy Mother's
Day! It is your day.
In case y'all haven't noticed, the studio is looking a little bit special.
Very
Why, ah?
floral.
Very floral indeed.
It's Lego.
You mean you...
You didn't know, meh?
Didn't know?
You didn't know me? I know.
Pretend, eh?
Is it you all never see real flowers for very long already?
Is it targeted at me?
No, he looked here also. I don't know why.
No, it was targeted at you.
Damn.
But then I thought inclusive a bit.
Oh, okay. Hey, thanks for being inclusive.
I love it.
Okay, so today's episode is a special one. It is brought to you by the LEGO Group.
And on that note, we are going to be talking about Mama.
Okay.
Oh, so you want to talk about mothers?
Damn. Suddenly I'm watching a movie.
White chicks? We've shared a lot about fathers in our previous Father's Day episode. So this time we are going to talk about our mothers and see how well we know them.
And surprise, all of our moms are here today. No, they're not.
Oh my god.
They're
wait.
not.
I know it's not gonna happen, but I don't know why I got shocked. Okay, first off, what do y'all call your moms?
Actually, when I was young, right, I used to call her mummy.
Okay, like every other Singaporean, you're trying to be
Yeah.
special or
No,
what?
then now I call her mother.
Mother,
Yeah.
Tian Yang.
coming mom.
Like how they call their parents. Mother.
Oh,
no, I
mother.
think it's
Oh.
because it feels less endearing.
Oh, yeah.
Like because you're an adult now, how can you call your mum mummy?
Why
Mummy,
not?
As in, I call my mum mummy still.
Yeah.
Or like me.
I can't pinpoint where it started, but from secondary school onwards, right, I used to call her Oma.
Oh,
Yeah. Like, I think
Wait,
because we
wait,
watched...
Damn ex, yeah.
No, damn gross. No, damn
Wow,
gross, damn
you damn
gross.
act.
I say first.
Is it last time all your ex-boyfriend, you're like, Oppa,
Don't have. It's only my mother, Oma.
Yobo.
yo,
But I don't know why. Like since secondary school, it was like only I call Oma. I call my father Dad, as we've talked about it
then
before.
you know.
Now I just say Mum.
Oh, mum. Okay, challenge. Not challenge lah. Okay. Do you all know your mom's age?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say, you confirm don't know.
I don't know.
1972 is 63.
Huh?
不是 50. Now it's 25 what? So it'll be a something 3, right?
53.
53, right? 53, right? Okay, yeah. Do you know her birth year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1963, yeah.
Your mom and my dad same age.
Yeah.
I don't know the birth year, but I know her age. She's
Huh,
61.
the math is good.
Actually,
Every year I try to
I
remember
am
the age.
90% confident, so if it comes out and then it's wrong, then no, not like y'all will know also.
That's true, that's true. Fact check lah,
Yeah, fact check. You
You
fact
go
check.
check, you ask my mother. Lor. What do your moms do?
Oh, my mom is a GM at a...
Gentle mom.
Yeah. She's a gentle mom at a foam manufacturing company.
Foam.
Like Scrub Daddy.
Okay.
Yeah,
No wonder
that,
you love
that
Scrub
kind
Daddy
that
so
kind
much.
like Scotch Brite, that kind like, or it can be even like industrial
Like
foam.
in the wall, that kind of foam
Yeah,
for
or like
insulation.
in
okay,
aeroplane,
okay.
or actually anyhow,
Aeroplane is crazy. Aeroplane, the foam 是做什么?
but to keep warm, I don't know.
So your mom is not retired yet.
No, but I think she's quite close, or like she thinking of.
Okay. She's just
Okay,
doing her
Mrs.
thing.
Yim.
Yeah. My mom used to be a designer. How do I describe it? Okay, cause my dad is a subcontractor, so they met at work. So she like design,
Interior
draw.
designer,
Not interior, like
architect.
my mom is not an architect, but she was designing things in the shipyard and the contract side.
Understand.
Beautiful.
Understand.
No, but I need to explain myself because my mom stopped working the moment she became a mother.
Right.
So I never knew
okay,
her as a
okay.
career woman.
My mom is a secretary / personal assistant, and I recently learned that she got poached.
Wow.
Yeah. Then I'm like, you quite ups, huh?
Okay, would y'all say that you are close to your mums?
I think we're okay. We've had a pretty, I don't want to say turbulent, but I think we are both very strong characters. So we do butt heads quite a lot. And as I get older, I think it's kind of like olive branch kind of thing. You know, we don't have a lot of time in the world to keep this like thing going. So we're
Cordial.
okay. Yeah, cordial.
Okay, I would say that I'm quite close to my mum. Close in a way where every single day we would banter.
Yeah, you should be the closest one already because you're all staying together.
Yeah. But I would say that there are moments or rough times in my life where I would go to her and I would still cry and like share my struggles with her. So I would say that is an indication that we are quite close. How's your relationship with your mom?
Quite good. I think I'm probably the closest to her in my family. What I appreciated was when I was young, right? She was quite a progressive parent. My dad also lah, but I think my mum even more so. Like, I'll support you with whatever you want to do, as long as you like be a good person, kind of thing.
Aww.
Let you go to poly, don't need to go to JC.
Oh my god, same.
You don't want to go to local university, that's fine. That kind of thing.
That's exactly the same as my mom. Actually, she has always been the one fighting for me to just do my own thing. And when my dad was insistent on me going to uni, right, she was like, go poly is okay. And then there was this one time she actually joked. She said, if one day you become a single mom, I will support you.
Wow.
Then I'm like, it's
Love that.
Love that. But I scared. I scared.
Her desire for a grandchild outweighs
No, actually, she
the
doesn't
need
care.
for a complete family nucleus.
No, she doesn't care. But it was
love
just
that.
very shocking to me. But it was also a sign that my mom was just very supportive.
Yeah.
Even if, let's say, I get into trouble when I was in secondary school, I think she has always been like there for me lah.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think same here. My mom was always the one that was my cheerleader, basically, getting me into all the classes to explore hobbies like pottery and then ballet. And then I quit like a lot of those things whenever I was bored, and she never faulted me for it, or like, I paid the school fees already, better go, and like forced me. You know, I think I'm very thankful that they were very understanding that way.
Do you guys have any funny stories about your mom?
She's not very funny.
Oh, okay.
My mom is a very eccentric woman. She's, imagine me, right? But if you're talking about the unhinged levels, maybe times 10 a bit. And I remember there was once when I was very young, she read my diary without telling me. Then she tried to pass it off as like I heard this story. So she's like, I heard this story from my colleague the other day. The daughter had her first kiss. Then I like, oh, random, the timing so coincidental. So, but I told you my mom and I are very similar, right? So I flipped the book. I say, oh, is it? The other day, I'm really very upset because my friend's mom went to read her diary and it's so rude and it's such
my
an invasion
God.
of privacy. And then my mom was like, yeah, that's not very nice. Like, we'd never do that. I'm like,
So y'all didn't end up like fighting lah?
no, we never. We just, in this secret
You just
code.
pegro each other.
My favorite memory of my mom
That was not favorite memory. That was a funny story. Favorite is
Your
great.
most cherished core memory.
A funny memory of my mom is when I was really young and then she was busy washing the clothes, okay? She was like perspiring, she was angry, she was like in the worst mood ever, right? Then there was this Cai Sen Ye, okay? God of Fortune.
Yeah.
You know, like last time CNY, then they will come over to your house and they sell pens.
The Cai Sen Ye come your house?
Like
To sell pens?
someone dressed in Cai Sen Ye.
Selling pens?
Yes! Oh my god!
Pens or
Yes,
pens?
Pens.
Oh,
Like it's for
pens.
charity.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's the context.
Are you sure
right?
it's really for charity?
No, okay, so listen.
They got
I
show you
was
the thing that
so
say-
young.
Things very different in Jurong. Okay.
Yeah.
I was so young, okay, I was like 6 or 7. And then this Cai Sen Ye really appeared, right? And then in my head, I'm like, okay, Cai Sen Ye is here. So I ran to my mom, she was washing her clothes. Cai Sen Ye 来了, Cai Sen Ye 来了. I was like, the God of Fortune is here. Then she was like, you better not like speak nonsense, okay?
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Blasphemous.
I'm so tired right now. I'm washing the clothes, right? You cannot see, is it? Then I'm like, but mommy, Cai Sen Ye really outside the door. After that, my dad really saw the Cai Sen Ye outside. And he actually confirmed it. Then she was like, oh, sorry.
No, I mean, to be honest, your 6-year-old, Cai Sen Ye is at our door.
Yeah, she really thought I was pranking her. Till now, she will always apologize.
for Cai Sen
for
not
that
believing
funny,
you. So
yeah.
do you buy the pen?
No, I think she did. Yeah.
My core memory is when got ice cream uncle downstairs, right? When we used to stay in Bukit Panjang, then downstairs like the HDB
Yeah.
estate, sometimes the van
Ding,
will
ding,
come.
ding, ding, yeah.
Then they will ring
Yeah.
the bell, right? Then she will give me $2, right? He said, you go. Then it's like,
Oh my god,
Must-
then you like 跑吧孩子.
must really chiong, like to try and buy. Then so many times, right, I reach downstairs because the lift last time quite slow, one, right? I missed the ice cream.
Oh, there.
Yeah. So actually, aside from your own mom, right, do you all have any other motherly, maternal figures in your lives?
I do actually with with marriage, we gain like another mother. So I'm very close to my mother-in-law. I speak to her almost every day. When I met my mom-in-law now, she's like, I don't feel like I gained like my son's wife. I feel like I gained a daughter. Like she calls me her daughter. She doesn't even say daughter-in-law. And sometimes when I say mom-in-law, she's like, you don't need to say that. I'm just your mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, actually, for me, right, quite interesting. Growing up, I had 3. I always thought I had like 3 mums. So there's my mum, and then there's my babysitter / nanny. So my babysitter take care of me from like when I was a few months old. Yeah, so like until I was quite old. I think maybe like
18 years old.
throughout up till I think K1 or K2. So from the point I was like right after I was born all the way until then, because both my parents were working.
Oh my god, you just triggered a memory for me.
You also got babysitter?
No, I had a helper.
Yeah.
And I call her mama.
No, so I called my babysitter mama.
Yeah, she really was like a mother figure to me.
Yeah.
And she raised me for the first maybe 7-8 years. And I
Yeah.
remember when she left, right, wow, I was crying so hard.
Yeah.
It's when you have to say goodbye and then she has to go back to Philippines.
the airport.
That was painful
Actually, I think our generation, a lot of people have this like
Yes.
another mother figure, which is your helper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they know your secrets. They go to bed. Like my helper slept in my room, and I remember when we sent her off. I don't think I've cried. You know the drama, like you turn around in the car, and then you see the ice cream tower. You know the Changi Airport tower.
Yeah.
I remember looking at that, and then it just got blurry and blurry because my eyes were just like foggy.
And then I reunited with her actually when I was around 18.
Oh, it's
She
giving
came
John
back-
Chua.
Huh? Oh yeah. she came back to Singapore and then she came to visit us. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
I still see my mama every Chinese New Year.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, I'll go and visit.
Oh, that's so nice.
Then my third mother figure is my godmom, who is my aunt.
Oh.
So I had the 3 of them growing up. But then when I married Jess, actually I'm quite close to my mother-in-law also. Because Jess is super close to her mum. So then I see my mum-in-law, I think, more than my mum. And then she will be like really hyper-focused on taking care of us and all her children lah. So she will always like bake bread for us. Then she will come and drop off bread. She will also always be the one that is like when I'm sick, then Jess will kind of mention that, oh yeah, Nic not feeling well. Then she will message me, how are you feeling today? That kind of thing. Yeah.
So sweet.
So yeah, it's quite nice. Now I got like 4 mums.
That's a lot.
Not a flex lah, but
Okay. With that
Just a
face,
little
with that
bit.
expression. Not a flex, but
just a little bit lah.
Do you think it's important to be close to your mother-in-law?
I think important.
Okay, I think it is a plus, but it's not definitive of a good marriage.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
I think sometimes cannot means cannot.
Yeah.
But I feel like to me it's important that I put in the effort to try and be close lah.
What is the bare minimum of having a decent relationship with them?
I think just not pegro.
Well, that's very...
No, because I dated someone and one of my biggest worries was always, I don't know how we can get married with my standing relationship with his mom. Because she was quite nasty.
Towards you?
Yeah. And even his aunts were like, hey, why is your mom acting this way? So it will hurt because it is your partner's mom. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can see the discrepancies and you also want to assure that I'm not replacing you. I am simply your child's partner.
I think the bare minimum for mother-in-law or like in-laws lah, the relationship-wise is that they need to respect. They don't need to agree with your decisions, but they must respect your decisions lah. Especially when it's like subjective things, you know. It's not like you're
Example?
breaking a law or something, but like having kids.
Your furniture choices,
Where I want to stay.
how you
You know.
cook,
Yeah, that sort of thing.
whether you have a pet.
So now that we are in our 30s, how do y'all spend time with your mums?
Mother's Day, Father's Day, everybody's birthday, then we will hang out. If not, then occasionally I'll just be like a family dinner this weekend. Then usually
You're
they're
the
down.
initiator.
Not always me lah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I spend time with my mum in the kitchen, in the corridor, and in her bedroom.
Oh,
Because
okay.
every day she's watching dramas.
I
So
love it.
every morning I'll like, morning. Then we'll just
Oh, so
like talk a
cute.
bit in the kitchen. Then during lunchtime also we'll just chat with her. So it's like pockets of time instead of, sitting down, having a meal. Because my family doesn't really have that habit of,
Sitting down together.
in the recent years Sometimes we gossip about other family members lah.
Oh yeah. Actually that one my favorite pastime. Like
Favorite pastime is crazy.
yeah. I think that's the thing that my conversations with my mom, I think Those are the ones I enjoy the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common enemy is really.
No, then okay, so she a bit judgy. Like
Oh, is that where you
like,
got it from? Oh my god!
it's like
Oh, no, it's like that.
It's genetic.
so then we like have the same views on same people.
And same behavior.
Yeah.
I love that.
So like that is something that we share and I hold quite dear to my heart.
I love that. I see my mom once in a while. Like we'll go for maybe a massage, a lunch, bit of like shopping. Yeah, we try and see each other at least a couple times a year outside of family lunches and dinners. I feel like now that we are approaching, I mean, we're all in our 30s. Oh my God, we're all in our 30s. Now that
Not
we're
yet,
okay, soon. She's 30 this year.
Don't say that. Just kidding.
Now that we're in our 30s, you know, I did have a conversation with my mom last year just saying, I know we've been through a lot and there's not much time like for us. I don't know when I'm going to move. I don't want anything to happen and for us to have any regrets. I don't want to have any regrets also. So I really just kind of just said like, there's no point harping on the past. Like we both have our own versions of the truth. And they both can coexist. So let's just move forward with the same goal of just having a relationship. And I think that really helped us move forward as well. And then now we have a pretty healthy and I don't want to say cordial because it is quite loving still. Yeah.
I realized that my mom and I don't really have very deep conversations in the recent years as well. So I bought this book for her. It says, what was the title? I can't remember the title of the book.
财神爷来了.
No, it's actually a journal.
Oh, okay.
Like, tell me your story, something like that. And then every single page,
Oh,
there
I
are
got see, I
questions.
saw.
It's an ad on Instagram. And then I was like, okay, if my mom don't want to have deep conversations with me, I'm going to make her write them down as if it's a journal entry.
Then she got right.
So I gave her the task of finishing it by next year. I don't think she has started.
Actually, that's quite a good idea. I feel like I should do
Yeah.
that. Because
So-
every time I ask my parents, right, about my grandparents, right, then they don't know anything.
Yeah. So that's the point. I want to make sure that I know things about her
Yep.
when she passes. Eventually, I want to have that memory.
Yeah. That's so nice.
So actually, has your relationship with your mom changed over the years?
I think while they are our moms, sometimes I forget that like my mom is a woman who has been experiencing the world for the first time, just like I am. And they always say like, you know, I used to be a teenage girl like you, but I never really understood that until now I'm at the age where I'm considering motherhood. And I realized that my mom was a young mom. Like she had me when she was 22 and she got married at 21. And I cannot imagine doing that. Like even if I add 5 years, I can't imagine being like doing that.
We are still kids.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I can't even imagine being a
21
mom.
is crazy.
So when I look back now at how, you know, she showed up for me as a mom, she really made sure that I really had the freedom to be who I wanted to be. And I realized that maybe I was a little bit too harsh on, I don't want to say her shortcomings, but you know, where she fell short of the ideal mom. Because I feel like we do put our moms on a pedestal sometimes. Like, you are my mom, you cannot do this, you have to do this. And like society also puts so much pressure on moms to be perfect and be there. They have to be the best wife, they have to be the best daughter and the sister, and then your mom, and then be a woman. There's so much to juggle. So it really hit me in the most like recent years only that my mom is her own woman, and there are many things that she might not have been able to explore because she had to give it up and be a mom at such a young age.
I've always felt a bit sorry for my mum. As in, I think she never regretted having kids, but I feel like she never got to live her best life in terms of exploring the world. She's a traveler, you know, she's adventurous. And then I think at this age, she's just going with the flow, ebb and flow. But I feel like there's so much potential for her to explore different things in life, whether it's new hobbies or just traveling. Because I did tell you all that I want to bring her to Iceland, right? So that was actually a suggestion last year. She said no.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't tell you about it,
No,
right?
you didn't.
Yeah,
No, you
she
didn't.
decided not to do it. I think she was just very considerate about my expenses. I did feel quite sad that she chose not to go lah. So I think in different ways, I do try to like convince her to go on shorter trips.
Sometimes with moms, right, you need to play a bit of
Like it's more practical.
yeah, be like, actually, I'm feeling very down. Can you
Accompany
go with
me.
me? Yeah.
Oh, eh.
Then she'll be like, I need to take care of my daughter.
Oh.
Then
Yeah.
actually you're like,
Actually, I
You
feel
know?
like deep down, they are just a little girl.
Yeah.
They also want to feel needed. and they want to feel important. And I feel like sometimes we tend to dismiss that, especially when they age. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, right, if I were to just flip it around, so okay, I'm sharing a new thing.
Oh,
Actually, right, I'm not the oldest child. Yeah.
wait. What do you mean?
So my mum had twins before me. The pregnancy didn't go well. Then one like died in the womb.
Yeah.
Then the other one actually was born very premature, had a heartbeat. And actually, like my dad always say, he still remember like she hold his finger. Yeah, but then passed away in ICU.
Them.
So then after when they had me, right, I always feel like what has not changed, right, in my relationship with my parents as like I got older is that they always made me feel very special. When I meet them, right, then they will always like be very proud of me. And they do that for my siblings also lah. But they will say things like, wow, hey, I saw you got PM on the podcast, that kind of thing. Or I just found out, right, like they will suddenly low-key make references to very old YouTube videos that I was in, you know. Like, last time you go to this country, then I didn't even know that because I don't share like these videos with them, right? It's not like, hey, I inside this, you watch. But then they will themselves go and find.
No, I catch my mom watching my videos sometimes. Like last time in the past, right? Then she'll just, I can hear my voice. Then she'll just skip to the parts where I'm just talking. Then she like, she laughing. Then I'm like, stop watching, so paiseh.
So cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah.
So on this topic, do you guys have any regrets or things that you wish you never said or did with your mom?
I always remember that like I argued with her quite badly over one of the helpers that I had. So I thought that she was emotionally abusive and like verbally abusive. And then I would just be complaining to my mom about it. Like, why do you put up with this? Like, why are you putting your children through like this experience? Then like we had quite a bad argument. But now looking back, then I realized that because she was working, my dad was working, if we were to change helpers, it was like very draining for her. So if I put myself in her shoes now, where with like my work schedule, I still feel that it was needed to be done, but I understand a bit more lah.
Something very silly was when I was 13, I dated an Ah-Beng boyfriend. I mean, sorry, I had an Ah-Beng boyfriend, right? And then I was quite I just had a bad phase lah. Okay, with bad friends.
I got a pass.
Bad girl.
No. I just had.
Last time I got pass one.
I had a phase. Okay, and then the principal and headmaster called my parents down. It was like a whole big thing.
I remember this.
Cried. My parents stared at me with such disappointing eyes. And my mom had to secretly follow me around for like the next few weeks.
Wow, so fun.
As in she... it's not.
Like, you know she following you.
I know. And I was very angry about it because it's like, oh my God, you're embarrassing me, mommy. Like, my friends can see you, okay? She was trying to do it very discreetly, just to make sure that I wasn't mixing with the wrong crowd lah.
Wait, so how she follow you? Like, after school, she just be outside your school?
No, she's like hidden in the blocks. My mom is a PI, I tell y'all. No, it's also a very iconic story for my whole family because she also followed my brother and my sister. All three of us had a bad face. So I think the three of us really regret putting our mom through
You say
that.
your mom's a housewife, but she's a PI.
She is a PI.
She's a PI.
She damn good, you know.
Hey, tell me. So like
She suddenly can appear in the arcade, right? Then she's like, I caught you.
she hiding behind like
hiding behind what's that? The bishiboshi.
Yeah, and then
she follow every move.
yeah, and she know that my brother play truant and go play basketball. She knows everything.
Some more like back to back.
Back to back. My brother 5 years older than me. My sister 3 years older than me.
Oh, so by the time reached you, she quite seasoned.
She very good.
Like super
She was like,
experienced.
She was like, I know where to go, I know what to
got
do.
binoculars?
No, I don't have.
I actually don't really have any regrets, but talking about this, right? I was bullied in primary school. They put like staple bullets in my hair, they cut
this
my
one we know.
hair. And my mom, okay, at first she brought it up with the principal and they didn't do anything about it. So she decided enough is enough. I'm going to go down to the school, and she called all the people involved to the office. I remember this moment because my mom was sitting there, and I remember her looking at my vice principal and saying, if you're not going to do anything about this, my daughter is not going to take PSLE next year. And if MOE asks me why, I'll tell them because this school is useless. I remember staying there at the time like,
That's my mother.
yeah, you know. And then it's funny because one of the boys that kena put, he was like the henchman, right? It was his birthday that day. And then one of the girls that were like bullying me, right? She said, auntie, it's his birthday today. I don't care if it's your birthday. Who asked you to go and bully my daughter?
Oh my gosh.
And I remember in that moment, I'm like, wow, my mom would really do anything to protect me. And I think that's what your mom was trying to do as
Yeah.
well. It was like protection and just making sure that she was in as much control as possible.
So actually now, right, as a adult, do you still turn to your mom for support or advice?
My mom-in-law, I do. Yeah. I think because I talk to her on a almost everyday basis. Maybe not necessarily to ask for advice, but she definitely offers a lot of emotional support for me. Like when I'm ranting or spilling the tea, she's the one that will be like on the other, oh my God. Like she really reacts with me and kind of shares like the burdens. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I seek advice from her because I feel like she can't really relate to our struggles. But no matter what, they have lived through multiple experiences to share some insights with us, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I think you all also know my baseline requirement for emotional support is quite low.
Quite low maintenance.
Yeah, I don't really need emotional support from anyone. I think sometimes I ask them about like the decisions that they made when they were our age. Just so I have like that different perspective lah. Because there are a lot of times when I'm about to make a decision and I'm like so 100% sure about it, right? Then I feel like, okay, like just check a bit, do a bit of due diligence. I am thinking of doing this. Last time when you all encountered this, why did you decide on like a certain action?
I noticed only like when I was a bit older that if I'm crying and my mom hugs me, right, I cry harder. Like you really feel completely safe and you can let go and then you feel like a baby again. And then I'm like, oh my God, what just happened? Like I don't like that.
Actually, I got no recollection of a childhood hug. I'm sure it happened lah, but like it did not form part of my core memories from my childhood.
Let's look through your photo album.
He was probably already in like business poses and like 2 years old.
Forbes 30 under 30.
The young,
3 under 3.
young Sheldon.
Question part.
Oh, very nice vase.
If you switched bodies with your mom for a day, what would you do?
Ooh.
Freaky Friday.
I would go climb and jump off waterfalls.
In your mother's body?
The swap back, she's like, wow, why everything aching?
No, y'all know
Swan.
right about my mom.
Yeah.
My mom is a hiker last time, and then she jumped off waterfall. She's just an adventurous girl.
That's where you got it from lah.
But I don't want to jump off waterfalls in this body.
Can I just say that over the weekend, right, I went to a waterfall and I was supposed to jump off, but then I humpty.
I can tell.
But I jumped off that same waterfall 8 years ago.
Oh, so
I think it's
mortality.
Yeah.
Would your mom have a nickname if she became a grandmother? Okay, this is a long-standing argument in my family with Charlie and her mom because I want my kid to call her Meemaw and she's like, we're not from the South. I'm like, she's going to call you Meemaw. I don't care.
That's the young Sheldon thing, right?
Yeah, Meemaw is a very like Texan, like Southern thing.
Then they want what?
I don't know. I want Meemaw and Pop Pop. That's what I want.
I think Mochi is quite good.
You want your child to call your mother Mochi?
Quite cute, right?
Okay.
If you could make a Lego build of anything,
Ooh.
what would it be?
Perfect question for Nick.
I know.
Okay, we know already.
It's you lah.
I would...
Ew.
Huh?
You
Lego?
will build
Actually, not a bad idea. But
Okay.
I would want a Lego Anfield, which is the Liverpool Stadium.
I thought an ant hill. I'm like,
Sis. Anfield.
We have a mini game.
we each have a LEGO Botanical set that we need to build.
So we have 15 minutes to see how far we can get. The Lego app is quite cool. I have
It is so
3D
cool, eh?
instructions in front of me now.
It's super cool. Like they even show you the plastic like.
Yeah.
Our task is to make a flower for our mom.
And just saying, I have the hardest one, okay? So we've already sorted all our little parts out.
Not me.
This is Q's first time.
Yeah, I've never done it before.
I'm so excited for you.
Okay, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Dun, 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 dun.
Put this inside.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Are we supposed to narrate what we are doing?
No, I'm going to be completely silent for 15 minutes.
Oh my piece dropped already.
lose liao, lose liao.
I have a question for y'all.
Yeah.
If you could give your mom anything, what would you give her?
A Lego Botanical set. And then maybe followed by a Lego Millennium Falcon.
Then she don't want that you keep, right?
I will give her 30 more years. Sorry, no.
Wow.
I will give her youth back.
再给我2 Give her 2 minutes.
No, I want to give my mom her youth.
What would I give my mom? Maybe like maybe honestly, she's been saying she wants to go on a trip with me. So maybe I'll give her the gift of a trip with me.
Oh.
Well, Actually, right, what have you all given your mums for Mother's Day in recent years?
To be honest, my mum used to reject flowers. She always say it's a waste of money. It's gonna die. You put that in a corner for what? For people to say? In adulthood, I feel like I've learned to appreciate flowers a lot. So I wanted my mum to start appreciating flowers. So last year, I came home with 2 bouquets of flowers for my mum and my sister. And I just passed it to my mum. I say, I know you're gonna say it's a waste of money, but I don't care. Just take it. It's my way of saying I love you.
Aww.
And then she like, thank you. Then she went to put in a vase.
That's very sweet of you.
Yeah, then from...
Nearly as sweet as my rose.
Okay.
Actually, my mum loves flowers. So her favorite flower is orchid. So every year or every other year, I will get her orchids. And then they always die. Because I think she likes flower, but she's not a very good gardener.
I finish.
Hey, same eh?
Guys, I'm a beginner, huh?
Touch.
Huh? Cross-pollinate eh?
Actually, this is so pretty. I would love to receive this. Because this flower won't die. So guys, Lego flowers are built to last. Just like your relationship with your mom. With every piece that you add on, you are building a stronger block with your mother.
If you buy real flowers, right, it means that you don't want a strong bond with your mother.
Whoa, okay. You know what, guys? You can do both. You gift real flowers along with a wrapped box, and when she opens it, she can make her own flower.
Then after 1 week, when you see the real one start to wilt, right, you just replace with the Lego flowers.
Correct.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Your stem? Why your stem so long?
Hey, wrong ah? Correct or not?
Hey, you see you steal some of my stems?
Wait. What? Wait, is this yours?
I think you stole some of my stems.
Correct, This
Q,
one.
I know you should give this to your mom, right? Then you say, Lego holiday. Q, this was your first time building Lego. How do you feel about it?
Honestly, it was so fun. As much as we were stressing out, right? Just because it was a competition, I feel like it could be a very therapeutic thing to do. On a little Saturday afternoon with a hot cup of green tea. Can be a bit introspective. So think
Some
about
jazz
life.
in the background.
What a vibe.
What a
Lego
vibe.
has become very accessible, even for our slower adults.
Hey, slow living is the trend these days.
Yeah.
And
Slow,
I am
that's what I meant.
slow.
I meant slow
Very,
living.
very,
Your
very
phrasing
Slow
changed,
living
huh?
adults.
What about you, plant bro? Do you approve?
Not bad. I think a lot lower maintenance.
Huh? You
Yeah.
know what? I've actually seen...
Can we go?
You mean yours
look at
cannot?
this. Look at how durable this is.
This is not the illusion.
Last time in secondary school, you all see my pen.
No, but I've seen people display this with real flowers and it actually looks really good. You put with your Monstra.
The juxtaposition. Right.
Yeah. And guys, they all don't look as good alone.
No,
Let's
because
fuse it.
after you finish your individual flowers, you can then put into the
so
vase
pretty.
with
Oh my God, I
other
love
flowers.
it.
He confirmed want to make his rose like the main character.
The
Hi.
ASMR.
See.
You see.
Hey, you're ruining the rest.
Yeah.
Hey, nice, huh?
Then it's like that.
Okay, display. Actually, honestly, I didn't expect it to look so...
Full.
It's so pretty, right?
Because I would always assume that when you build toys, it just looks like it will just look like a toy.
You know
Actually
what they
quite
say
cute.
about assume, right? Don't make an S.
Out of you and me.
Yeah. Just make a flower out of Lego blocks.
Okay, before we wrap up this episode, is there anything you've always wanted to say to your mom but never got to?
No, anything I want to say, I just say. Why don't say? Your pai say.
No,
Paiseh to
actually,
say.
actually, I have never held back anything. I think there are moments where I would tell her the harsh truth about things about our relationship or the family, and there's nothing to be afraid of.
No.
I think generally my relationship with my mom has been quite healthy.
Yeah, same. I mean, I think my mom and I say too much to each other sometimes. And that's also how we communicate. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think if anything, I wish she knew how beautiful she is. Inside and out. Yeah, I think my mom has never really seen that about herself.
Then you got say?
I got say last time. Now a bit paiseh to say lah.
Just be like, Mom, you're looking what?
If I say that, she really...
你讲我烧
Mum is a chai.
哎呦
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Mrs. Lim, we apologize for Mr. Yim.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of The Hot Pot. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Me Listen.
And subscribe to us if you haven't already.
And if you're looking for a Mother's Day gift this year, then the LEGO Botanical sets might be what you need. You can also check out the LEGO Mother's Day pop-up at Suntec City from 9 to 12 May. More details in the description box below.
And share with us your favorite moments with your moms. We would love to read them.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye!
Eh, shit lah, my piece dropped already. Can you pause for a while?
No.
Please. Please, pause!
Speaking of like dropping Lego pieces, right? Have you ever stepped on a Lego piece? It's the iconic thing that is like super painful when you step on one.
It's like the, you know, when the old people downstairs, when they step on the rock.
This is your foot therapy, your
It's like food therapy.
reflexology.
Quite shiok, eh?
Nothing happened. I'm practicing my singing.